are currently looking at Dandy, not that Dandy, Dandy, Virginia. All we have is a little church here, the Dandy sign, which somebody removed, and a couple houses. Maybe you've driven through the back country of Estonia and came across a V. There was literally nothing here. And now we're in Lambert, well, we'll be going over these except for Lambert and 10 more reference town names and how they actually got their names. Starting out the list at number 10 is Dandy, Virginia. It's located around Yorktown, which apparently also has a battlefield. According to Wikipedia, the naming of this town is, quote, obscure. So sorry, you Dandy's World fans, but you're not getting closure on this one. At least it opens up your imagination. Maybe the box demon traveled all the way from here to Pennsylvania. Next up at number 9 is Mount Airy, North Carolina, the Granite City. Incorporated in 1885, the name of the city apparently goes back to a plantation nearby sharing the same name, but there isn't much information on the name other than the fact that it was most likely named after the airy breeze of the area surrounding it. So no psychopathic lamp who fell and died about 40 times in a row, one of the reasons being Florida drivers. Moving over to number 8 in Kentucky, we've got Sadieville. Sadieville? It's a home rule class city, wherever that means, but the main thing you probably want to know is if some random Algebrillian will greet you at the city limits by randomly breakdancing to Vocaloid. I'm turning around, bro. Never going on these here back roads again. Never! But it's not that Sadie who it's named after. The town is actually named after, according to Wikipedia, a quote respected local named Sarah Martha Emerson Pack, also known as Sadie. So no green girl for you. Also, a guy who died in World War II was apparently from Sadieville. Next at number 7, we have Shelley, Minnesota.
John C. Are you okay? Lord have mercy!
Bro, this is not dinosaur land, unfortunately. The town is actually named after a settler named John Shelley, notably having one L in his last name. The extra L given in a name that got this town on the list was only to not be confused with the nearby Shelley Township, which had the version with one L in it. Also, a thing to note is that it was literally in a moderate 4 out of 5 severe weather list while under a severe thunderstorm warning.
Will you shut up, man? Listen,
Up next at number 6 is Pebble Township in Ohio. Yet again, another Dandy's World reference. Let's check out the name and history section. It is the only Pebble Township statewide. Bro, I would have never no idea if this is some random guy naming it this way or a Dandy's World prediction, but a funny thing is that it's in the same county as PP Township. Starting at our top 5 is Garden View, Pennsylvania, and like Lycoming County, you'd think this city is a definite reference to Eicherfield facility, but it ain't. Probably. There is literally no information on why it's named Garden View, so I guess we can attribute it to the view that it has of the garden. Let's try and confirm that. Nope, that's a freaking hill. Next! Now we're flying over to Washington for a number 4 spot, which is taken by Cosmopolis. Many of you would hope this city is filled with that lovable anthropomorphic dessert. Sprouts a dream. But sorry to break it to you, this ain't it. According to the town's official website, it was named after the Greek word meaning city of the world in 1853. But locals call it Kosai or Kosi, however you pronounce that one, so no Cosmo for you. Wait, didn't I already use that line? Just a couple miles away from Cosmopolis, there's a town that's an honorable mention for this list. It didn't make the cut because it was pretty simple. It's Greyland. Yes, we shipped it to Sprunky. Give me a break, man. So instead of it just being named after Sprunk, it's named after Captain Robert Gray, who arrived in 1792, where they named that bay Gray's Harbor, according to this website. The nearby town inherited this last name and added land just for funnies. Womp womp, Sprunky fans who have an average age of 6. No Sprunky yacht here. Who let me add this to the script, bruh? Starting out the top 3, we get our first international city on this list, which is Enna in Japan. Sorry to break it to you, Enna, but the boss is all the way in Missouri. Better start packing. Anyways, the city is named after nearby Mount Enna, and the name itself dates back to the 8th century. But that's practically all I can find on the name other than this AI overview, which says it can mean picture name, but it's probably not that reliable. So next time you're in Japan, you may find this absolute nerd walking on the streets, who before I learned about the game saw it as people's profile pictures and thought it was somebody's popular OC of 4NX from BFB together. Remember our honorable mention, Greyland? Well, our second and final honorable mention is in Tanzania with the village of Wenda. Let me say that again for you, Wenda. According to translations from this website, Wenda roughly translates to Vagian or crying like a baby. So I don't really know about this one. Yet another international town takes silver, and that is none other than Blues Beach in New South Wales, Australia. You can always see where I'm going here. According to a website outlining the town's background and sites, it states that one of the theories on how its guy's name was a cow that, quote, got too adventurous and fell off a cliff. Another theory suggests it was actually from a cattle dog named Bluey. Either way, there's actually a real chance this could be the only reference town that can actually be confirmed to be a reference if the second theory is correct. It mentions the dog herded cattle, and Bluey is a blue heeler, also known as an Australian cattle dog. So keep your fingers crossed, Bluey fans. Finally, at number 1, the town that takes the gold is, drumroll please, V Estonia. All international towns for the top 3, and V takes it all, being a small village in Parnu County in the relatively small Baltic nation. It is hard to find information on the actual origin of the name in Estonian due to the small size of the village. Like, come on, it's literally just one building. But translations from Estonian and its Estonian English dictionary show that it most likely relates to water or hydro, which makes sense because it's pretty close to the Baltic Sea, and a small lake is also nearby. Also, someone on the video I made a few months back on the village said, "Where did Finn go?" I don't know, it disappeared into thin air. Oh my god, bro. Finn is just such a freaking cornball. Well, that's it for this video. This is the first time I've ever said to like or subscribe to support the channel, or whatever the youngins say these days. But bye, guys. Wait, is that a bird? No, it's a plane. Never mind, it's a Russian RS-28 Sarmat Super Heavy Intercontinental Ballistic Missile.